Good evening, YouTube. This is Just Crust here, and I'm back with another YouTube video. And today we're doing a different kind of Sporkle quiz. We're not doing a football one. We're gonna do something a little funnier. We're gonna do something a little bit memeier. We're gonna name every character in the Total Drama series to a point, because I start not caring after this one. And definitely Total Drama, and Pocket Tail Island sucked. Redonkulous Lace race was pretty good, actually. I really like Redonkulous Race. However, I don't remember any of the characters. So we're just going to go. This is one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite childhood shows. It's a comfort show to this day. So we're going to go. We're going to start off with Ezekiel. Vote off because he was a sexist. But first, Chris and Chef. Can't. And Dawn. You can't forget him. And then after Ezekiel came Eva. Well, alright, this is a little weird. Came Noah. Then after Noah was, might have been Justin. And then, Katie. And then Izzy. And then Tyler. And then after Tyler, you see, they all had their own unique reasons of getting voted off. This is where I started forgetting. Sadie was not next at all, actually. Beth was in there, and then Cody because of the woods, and then Beth because of the totem from Boney Island, and then Sadie because Sadie was annoying, and then Courtney because of Harold, and then Harold because of, Courtney, then Eva, and then Bridget, no, Trent during Hide and Seek and Ye Shall Find. No, that was Bridget. Trent was during the pirate finding stuff time. Really fun. Bridget was Seek and Ye Shall Find, and then Lindsay was Off the Chain, and then after that was that DJ and the Horror, then Izzy, and then Jeff, and then Lashana because of them being idiots, Duncan because they lost, and then Heather because she wouldn't shave her head, Gwen because she lost to Owen. And that also fills out Total Drama Action, where they got out because they were making out a ton. Trent got out because he was throwing games for Gwen. Gwen got out because they threw games for Trent, or Trent threw games for her. DJ because he didn't want to keep making the pact with Chef. Izzy got out for the second time after getting out earlier, like right around here, because that was Kaleidoscope. Heather because Heather. Lashana survived longer than she should have. Justin being an antagonist was incredible. Actually, I'll pause it just to talk about that, just because Lindsay getting out, Lindsay kind of like coming into her own as an actual character was really cool to see, as well as Beth. Harold getting to be his own character was also cool. Courtney even being in a damn show was really stupid to me. I dislike that a lot. Same with Owen coming back. Owen was eliminated somewhere around here medically or whatever. And then Beth and Duncan were great finalists. I think they played off of each other very awesomely. And if we go over here, we have Blanley added to the crew, as well as Sierra and Alejandro. I think the addition of Alejandro was also incredible. They're awesome. He was very awesome. I believe him being like a pretty Heather or whatever they called him was very valid. I think him as a character added a lot of spice to World Tour. I believe World Tour is the best season, just first and foremost. And I think because it shined light, at least like in the middle, because I think it was around Action where the middle started started lulling a little bit. You know, I think Action and World Tour did a good job. I think World Tour did a better job of shining a light on some lesser known characters or lesser appreciated characters like Noah and Tyler and Cody. Noah and Tyler specifically because they had to interact with each other on the same team. And I enjoy Noah's one of my favorite characters, I might add. I'll have to do a tier list of Total Drama characters soon. But Noah getting voted off in London because they are captured too early, and heard what he said to Owen, I think was really cool. And I liked that Tyler and Alejandro were sticking together and that Alejandro used Tyler. And I think around when Tyler got voted off, people started seeing exactly what Alejandro was doing. I also liked Duncan and Alejandro's very buddy, but then they both hated each other relationship. I think that the love triangle was a little bit dumb, but it made for a good song in Greece, I might add. Team Victory being cursed was really tragic. But anyway, let's go into Revenge of the Island. A little mid. Uh, how do you spell Stacy? There you go. And then B. Beverly. Are we Sam and then I don't know. I swear B got out like B Beverly Lee. I don't know what they're expecting. And then there was like Dawn and Dakota or Dakota's Wood. That was a little dumb. Cameron, Joe, Lightning, Zoe, Scott. Scott was a good character. I liked Scott. You had Brick, and you had Anne Marie. Please give it to me. Hello? So B is right here, and Anne Marie is right here because she gave herself up. But there's one more I'm forgetting. Okay, Stacy got out because she's annoying. Dawn got out because of Scott. Sam got out because I don't know, really, I don't really care. Brick got out because like of Joe and stuff. Mike, that's who I'm missing. Mike got out here, and Marie got out with Brick. Yeah, and Marie and Marie. I don't know. That Anne Marie's right here. B's right here. Keep that in mind. Which leads us to here. This was a decent season. It took a while for it to grow on me. I'm taking my time because I barely know the Pocateo Island dudes, and I definitely don't know Redonkulous Race dudes. Stacy was stupid as hell. B was a cool character. I enjoyed the concept. Dawn, I really liked, and call me weird and lame and stupid for even talking about it. Dawn Scott ship, I really fuck with. I'm not gonna lie. I think it could have been cool. Sam, I kind of liked in like when you take away like him as a gamer, he's just kind of a normal dude, and I like that. Brick was mid. He was fine, I guess. Anne Marie was funny at times, and her interactions with Vito were cool. Dakota Zoid was dumb. That's all I have to say. Mike was lame on his own. His personalities, while really weird, like really an interesting and very artistic interpretation of dissociative identity disorder. And I've seen people online just call it downright disrespectful, and I think it probably is. I don't blame them at all. It was entertaining. Joe was annoying. I liked her interactions with Lightning, and they didn't know she was a girl. That to me might be low comedy to some. It was fucking hilarious to me. Scott as an antagonist, I really liked the way that he. All right, hold on. We'll pause it here just because I'm not getting anything, but I also kind of want to try the Pocateo ones. Actually, no, we'll just keep it running. I like that the antagonists in each season did things a little bit differently. Like, obviously, Heather and Alejandro kind of mirrored each other in their manipulation. However, Heather was more evil manipulation, while Alejandro was a nicer manipulation, like a friendly manipulation. Justin was just kind of downright, like, Justin was downright antagonistic as a person, and just kind of like, he used, like, well, Alejandro was Heather plus Justin, basically, where Heather was evil manipulation, and then Justin was manipulation using his own looks, and Alejandro did all of that, plus like becoming their friend in quotes. Courtney being very lawyer, and then Scott's being an antagonist by throwing challenges. I found it was a really interesting change of pace, honestly, and I found it was really cool that he took that angle of like eliminating B and Dawn. Um, excuse me, just by purely throwing challenges, and then Lightning being antagonistic because he's an antagonistic person. I enjoyed. There's Beardo and Sammy, and there's Jasmine. I'm just trying to get some of the Pacateo Island people. There's that one. There's there's like the Noah look-alike kind of. There's also Jude in Toldrama. I know that. And then Ennui. I know Ennui. Pacateo Island there was Sky and the zombie dude, and then Sugar. I remember Sugar. I find her hilarious. I find it very funny. I find her character great, actually. Um, there was that uh, Luther over. Well, there's Max, and then Charlotte, Scarlet, the evil people, again, evil in quotes, because whatever. There's the zombie dude though. And then Sammy's twin. There was the farm dude, the big ginger, who I only thought of as like Luther. Um, there was the wizard dude, who was really annoying. Um, we're gonna give up. I feel fine with this. Leonard, Amy, Rodney, Ella, Topher, Dave, and Sean. Uh, Dave was a really dumb character. Fucking really weird and obsessive, and while that is sadly realistic, um, it did not make for good character at all. Topher was weird, but kind of like, actually no, he had no redeeming traits. Topher was really stupid. Could have just been like a farm boy, but instead he was like, "Oh, I love everybody." Blah 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 blah. Um, I'm not thinking of the right person. I'm thinking of Rodney. Topher was the Chris lookalike, a little bit funnier. I'll admit, a little bit better. Leonard, fucking so stupid of an idea. Um, Amy and Sammy, kind of interesting. I'll give them that. Um, and then Sean, I find funny. And the All Stars we already had, I don't like how they treated Lindsay and Lightning and Joe. I feel like knocking out all three of those like back to back to back was really a bold choice. And I don't really know. All Stars is kind of considered the failed season, or very very not good. And then Pacateo Island, was also awful. And I feel like if you just rearrange this elimination order a little bit, you could have some pretty interesting interactions with some pretty interesting characters. And I also feel like if you didn't make Duncan leave due to him trying to like reassert his evil, I think if they leaned into him being an anti-hero basically, because he like in season 1 he wasn't even like an antagonist, he was just kind of like a dick, but like in an endearing way, because like we knew he had a good side because of Courtney. And then World Tour, Courtney, like the only thing that he did bad was he like cheated, and then he was also just a dick who quit sometimes. And by quit sometimes, he quit the competition. So like I feel like in All Stars they could have leaned into his like nice side showing when it needed to, and then his mean side showing. I do like that he knew Mal in prison or in juvie. I think that was kind of neat. I liked that scavenger hunt kind of deal where they were trying to prove that it was Mal. Still not a huge fan of the personalities in general, like as a concept, but we roll with it. Um, again, I think Lightning is funny. Like I think there's a lot of comedic. Anne Maria, that's just wrong. I typed the letter B. I don't know what else they wanted from me. Um, we'll give myself a 121, whatever. Um, like if you just look at some of these names who were eliminated before the halfway point. I mean, you have Lightning, Joe, Heather, and Duncan, and while Duncan eliminated himself, um, I feel like it was pretty weird. I feel like it was a weird decision in general. And again, you'll hear more of this when I make the season's tier list. Um, I don't know. I feel like it was pretty weird. I think you could have had some interesting character interactions with Lightning and, like, say, Alejandro. Or, like, Alejandro tries to manipulate him, and Lightning's just fucking brain dead and doesn't fall for it or whatever. And, like, they could have dealt with the ramifications of two competitors who were complete opposites being on the same team with Lightning and with Lightning and Cameron, even though one was villains and one was a hero. I find it weird, that theme in general, considering when I look at the teams, there's not many villains. There's just kind of antagonists and villains. Like, villains are Heather and Alejandro. And I would agree with Scott because he threw challenges. The rest of the people they named are just kind of assholes, and that's the end of that. Pocatello Island being on a new island, kind of cool. It being a climate controlled like robotic island, I kind of fuck with it. Their characters were awful, completely awful, 100% awful, and if they never come back, I will be happier for it. And that's what we're gonna end it for today. I got more than you'd think. I mean, I got about as much as you'd expect. I didn't know any of the Redonkulous race, and that was a lot of the remainders. These two I got right because, this test is weird. Thank you so much for watching. There'll be more tier list content coming in the future, as well as some gaming content. If you want to find actual consistent, and by consistent, I use that term loosely because I am a busy person, gaming content, go follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/JustCrustProductions, where I'll be streaming Siege and other stuff, maybe. And then I'll also be trying to upload some gaming videos and tier lists still. So, leave a like if you enjoyed. Um, and if you liked my input on all of these seasons of a child's show and I am an adult, leave a like. And I will see you later.